Yes. So what happened is, so then Mahendra goes back to sleep, and he says he left the room and retired for the night, expecting Ishwaran to sulk for a couple of days. But the next morning he was surprised to find the cook as cheerful and talkative as ever. He thought, expecting Ishwaran, he's going to sulk for a few days because he's having those bad dreams and all. But no, Mahendra saw him for his, and he was there ready with his, that same spirit. Ishwaran is already talkative, always talking, saying something and whatnot. He's joining into some story or making up something. He's very energized. So from that day on, Mahendra, for all his brave talk, went to bed with a certain unease. But Mahendra got into that problem. Like he was giving that brave talk to Ishwaran, saying that there are no ghosts, there are no such things, go, it's a figment of your imagination, go get your digestive system checked, maybe your head as well, you're talking nonsense. He was trying to be positive on that side. But somewhere or the other, Mahendra was having that fear. So every night while he was going to bed, he used to peer out in the darkness through the window next to his bed, trying to make sure that there was no movement of dark shapes in the vicinity, in that darkness, in that silence. But he could only see a sea of darkness with twinkling lights of the factory miles away. He had always liked to admire the milk white landscape of the full moon nights. Milk white landscape of the full moon night is the land and plus the galaxy where you see a lot of stars. It's beautiful. But after hearing Ishwaran's story of the female ghost, he avoided looking out of his window altogether when the moon was full, because Ishwaran had already told him that it happens on the full moon night. One night, Mahendra woke up from his sleep by a low moan close to the window. That moaning sound? At first, he put it down to a cat prowling around for mice, but the sound was too guttural for a cat. Guttural means it was too more bassful for a cat. It was not as a cat, guttural. He resisted the curiosity to look out lest he should behold a sight which would stop his heart. But the wailing became louder and less feline. He could not resist the temptation anymore. Lowering himself to the level of the window sill, he looked out at the white sheet of moonlight outside. There, not too far away, was a dark, cloudy form clutching a bundle. Mahendra broke into cold sweat and fell back on the pillow, panting. As he gradually recovered from the ghastly experience, he began to reason with himself and finally concluded that it must have been some sort of auto-suggestion, some trick that his subconscious had played on him. By the time he got up in the morning, had a bath, and came out to have his breakfast, the horror of the previous night had faded from his memory. Ishwaran greeted him at the door with his lunch packet and his bag. Just as Mahendra was stepping out, Ishwaran grinned and said, "Sir, remember the other day when I was telling you about the female ghost with the fetus in its arms? You were so angry with me for imagining things. Well, you saw her yourself last night. I came running, hearing the sound of moaning that was coming from your room." A chill went down Mahendra's spine. He did not wait for Ishwaran to complete his sentence. He hurried away to his office and handed in his papers, resolving to leave the haunted place the very next day. Now, what happened? Now we don't know actually who that was. Guttling the feline the sound goes feline, relating to cats or other members of the cat family. Feline, it's quite a that cat type. Guttural sound, some harsh sounding. It's if you bring it from your throat, it attacks you. Sometimes when people say some stories, we get enthralled with it. State of being in someone else's power, we get into that story. That hits on our mind. So that Mahendra was sleeping in his bed and suddenly he heard this sound. We try to imagine things. Maybe that must have been there, it can be happening there. But when he got up, he had almost forgotten everything and everything was normal. But suddenly, again, this thing comes into his mind. Ishwaran tells him, "Sir, I told you that day, but you did not believe. But yesterday I came close hearing to the moaning sound from your room." Either it was in his dream, or either he was sleeping and he was moaning because he was feeling scared. Mahendra, he heard the sound and he thought that lady is here, but it might be again he saw it from the windowsill. There was a groaning sound, and Ishwaran also was scared. He didn't come out. He went to his room and heard that sound. So they are assuming things. It can have been a cat also. So it's quite a suspenseful story. And next day, what happened? The cause of this story, what happened was he went down to his office and he handed in his paper saying that, "Sorry, I'm not going to stay here," resolving to leave the haunted place the very next day. He said, "I don't want to stay here. People get scared in life." So this is R.K. Lakshman's story. It's quite funny and at the same time a bit type of suspense is there. So we should not get scared in life. That's what I think. Okay. So the basic story or the the summary type is that we have to understand what is all about this story. Okay. Now, if we say what was the first question, in what way is Ishwaran an asset to Mahendra? Do we have this question? In what way in what way is Ishwaran an asset to Mahendra? We have that question. Now, Ishwaran was very fond of reading Tamil thrillers during his spare time, actually, rather than watching movies, as there was no television there. So he used to read. Arizal innovated his own thrillers and would tell about it. He used to tell it to Mahendra, that later used to hear patiently without finding any loopholes in the story. Sometimes when someone makes up a story and says something, you make sure that when you are saying something, you don't let the other person understand. So then only that person will get interested in your story. Oh, he's saying correct. Yes, it should have some meaning to it. Then only the other person listening to you will understand and will not move off from it. Ishwaran often in his stories narrated about elephants. For example, he told a story about that elephant which he paralyzed. Children were playing and he took the rod and hit the elephant's third toe. The secret was, if the elephant is hit there, his nervous system gets paralyzed. That is the secret of it. So he made up that story. Finally, one day he was talking about spirits of the ancestor. Ishwaran began to talk of ghosts. He said that the place where they had their shed was once a burial ground. He also had come across ghosts when he was not scared of them. He told Mahendra about a woman ghost seen on a full moon night. She moaned and carried a fetus in her arms. This terrified Mahendra so much that he finally thought that the woman ghost on a full moon night. He thought of it. He could hear a low moaning outside his window. He peeped out of the window. There stood the ghost of the woman. He flung himself down and found that he was often dreaming of the woman ghost. Ishwaran used to ask, grinning at Mahendra, "Sir, you were angry with me the other day when I told you about the ghost, but you didn't see yourself last night." Mahendra never used to listen to Ishwaran's questions and finally decided to resign from his job and leave the haunted place. Actually, it was not haunted. It was Mahendra's whose brain went wrong. Ishwaran was normal. Ishwaran was doing fine. Everything was okay. The only problem was with Mahendra. So he agreed to go out from there. He got scared. And this bugger I mean, this man Ishwaran, he did not get scared. He used to make the stories, and he was trying to play fun with Mahendra sir. I had told you that day, but you did not listen. And I saw that ghost again in front of your room from your window on the moonlight night. So these things happen. Sometimes it affects other people, but at the same time it's fun. So we should also not scare people. Sometimes something else can also happen. People can have heart attacks and all. So whatever, it was a nice story. I explained it to you. I'll give you the summary. I'll give you the summary about it. I'll post it, and I will also, what do you say, I'll give you the question answers. In the next class we'll discuss it, and I'll discuss the question answers with you, and I'll post it on the download side. So enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourselves. Have fun, and see you soon. Okay, and God bless you. Take care of yourselves. Be home. Be safe. Love your parents. Respect them, and do whatever you want after your studies. Bye bye.